Gender research in the areas of health and sexuality, and my focus is on health, is important because we know that there are many differences in health and in the quality of healthcare that is experienced by men and women, and also by other groups with different amounts of resources and power in society that can't be explained by biological or medical reasons alone. And we also know that there has been and is a tendency to use the male white body as the norm in medicine, in areas from anatomy to pharmaceutical research and treatment, to the potential detriment of women and other groups. Applying a gender perspective in medical research, like for example epidemiology or clinical research, of asking research questions that include gender, can document such differences or biases, while qualitative and more theoretically oriented research can help us understand why such differences come about, how we can understand them, and what we can do to address them. Gender research on health is also important because medicine has had and has quite a lot of power in shaping our norms and understandings of many aspects of life, including what it means to be healthy or normal, for example, with regards to sexuality and gender. And it's also important because healthcare organizations are historically and presently quite gendered, and not only patients but also professionals experience differential treatment and discrimination, for example, due to gender. In addition, gender perspectives on health is relevant because intersections between biological and social phenomena are quite exciting research areas in both social and natural sciences. So while there has been tendencies to look at either biological or social phenomena in social sciences as well as natural sciences, we can now see a growing focus on how these intersect and overlap. So for example, on how the development and function of the brain can be affected by and interact with gendered aspects of the worlds we grow up in, including stereotypes, activities that we learn to engage in, and perceptions of which groups we belong to or not. I'm doing research on intimate partner violence against women in Sweden primarily. I am part of a research group based at the Unit of Social Epidemiology that is focusing on the so-called Nordic paradox, so on the apparently contradictory coexistence of high levels of gender equality and of intimate partner violence against women in Sweden and other Nordic countries. And here it deserves to be mentioned that in 2018, 22 women were killed by their partners in Sweden. Gender-sensitive research in this area is important, for example, because we can see that in Sweden, assumptions of gender equality or gender neutrality contribute towards rendering actual intimate partner violence against women invisible, while also creating particular obstacles for victims. And these assumptions of gender equality can also be tied to clear tendencies in Swedish public debate towards locating the problem of violence against women somewhere else, so in other cultures or other countries. And this is quite problematic, not only because it misrepresents the problem, but also because this can feed into nationalistic and xenophobic discourses. And gender-sensitive research and teaching in this area is also important, not least to improve the quality of healthcare offered to victims seeking care for injuries and trauma, and also, of course, to help prevent this serious public health problem.